Hello, and welcome to 5 for Friday for this Friday, November 11th. Apparently a magical day for manifestations to the universe, or is it from the universe? I don't know. The signals of change are coming in loud and clear this week. Lots of disruption going on that was clearly accelerated by the pandemic. How might these changes affect your small business? Time to listen to the signals and seize the day and manifest the heck out of a successful future for you and your business. Ready to get started? Here are this week's 5 for Friday topics. Let's start with topic number 1, cryptocurrency. Actually, this week's news feels like a Netflix movie already, although it took me some time in the reading of many news articles to piece the whole story together. So, the newsletter has a detailed scoop, but here's the gist. A young tech bro named SBF convinced tons of other rich tech bros and Wall Street people into investing into his crypto exchange called FTX, kind of like the stock market for cryptocurrency. One of his investors, named CZ, tried to sell his shares and ended up crashing the firm, which then he offered to buy to save them, but then he changed his mind. And get this twist. The investor who crashed the company also owns a key competitor named Binance. The whole thing was a mess. And now young SBF is a poor tech bro with his net worth going from $16 billion at the start of this week to a mere $1 billion as of yesterday. Net result? No one's very happy about the crypto market right now. Should we care? If you're not into crypto, probably not. But be aware that this is just the start of a new form of exchanging money, and that is going to keep going. All right, moving onward to story number 2, new uses for augmented and virtual reality. 3 stories here. Let's refer to them as good, neutral-ish, and evil. The good story, AR headsets are starting to become a valuable tool for virtual training for a wide variety of industries, including manufacturing, healthcare, and defense. This is an actual practical use that could benefit the AR companies, in this case, in this story, Magic Leap, not even a big tech company, and their customers. The neutral story, Google is working on a wearable device for tweens to help them, quote, form healthy relationships with their phones. Good goal. Questionable motives? We'll see. And finally, the evil story. Some dude has created a virtual reality headset for gaming where when you die in the game, you die in real life? Why would he do that? What's the deal? This story was based on a blog post that got shared in one of my news feeds, so let's hope it's a November Fool's Day joke. And moving on to something a little more pleasant, the future of food, my story number 3. This is a disruptive market, lots of changes underway. Some from this week include the newfound popularity of the chain Grocery Outlet, who sells overstocked and nearly expired items at low prices, perfect for combating inflation. And we're seeing restaurants fully committing to many of their pandemic pivots, like more outdoor dining and takeout and smaller menus and smaller seating areas. Also, thanks to amazing new developments in brewing, we're seeing non-alcoholic beer that actually tastes like beer. Perfect for those who enjoy the taste but don't want to take in too much alcohol. Awful for people like my son who hates the taste of beer and also doesn't drink. All right, and other news on food, red wine may actually help slow down Alzheimer's. Hooray! And egg tech is the place to be if you're investing in new technology, like drones to assess the health of your crops. In other pandemic pivots, let's talk about remote work for story number 4. We're hearing this week that there are some clear pros and cons in having remote employees. Cons, aside from team bonding issues, include the complexity of paying taxes when your employees are located all over the world, and the need to figure out how to measure performance when you can't use showing up at the office as a key measure. The pros include happier parents of kids who do better when they're working from home, when they've got kids at home, access to a larger hiring pool, and perhaps avoiding the expense of an office. A bit more details in the newsletter, so check it out if you subscribe. Speaking of avoiding the expense of an office, let's talk about Amazon in the news this week for our final story today, story number 5. Did they make a good choice investing millions to build a huge new headquarters in Arlington, Virginia, as we all go remote? TBD. Poor Amazon has shorter-term issues to worry about first, including being the world's first public company to lose $1 trillion in market value, and battling a huge underground market for fake Amazon reviews, plus TikTok breathing down their back on the e-commerce side, Not to mention a $5 million a year loss in the Alexa department. Alexa, what do you do with departments that consistently lose money? What? No answer? Finally, looking at our weekly recession yes or no is looking up this week as inflation has slowed and the stock market was excited about it. I saw 4 positive stories and 3 negative. And be sure to check out the newsletter for more information on the value of manifestation on a valuable numbered day like 11/11/22. Time to manifest your deepest desires. Good luck with that, and thanks for listening. Have a great weekend.